you better take care of my sister. The guy turns back and looks at me like this.
He was going to turn around like, nah,
I like this guy.
I like this guy.
Welcome, come pull up a chair. Tune into the chatter, two friends in the air. Hey guys, we're back at it again. This is our 4th episode. Welcome everyone to Two Friends Chatter. How you doing? I'm good. Yeah. Bebasakubuza labati, what's your most embarrassing moment in high school?
Gee. I once fell in skateboard at the center of Antwerp.
But I say
Yeah, I same here, but yeah, it was like some sort of limb like nyana so.
Yeah.
Cause nyawara and then I try waiting for the fast and so. And then you saw what I so. I'm going fast and like you see money. Yeah, I'm sorry. So not the same thing. I wasn't saying that I hope soon. And then there was this thing of like up being a sister schooling, like being like the bus station and so I wanted to do a tricks and so and then you're manning out like everyone was looking at me talk, look how we see.
Oh no, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. So, what's up?
That thing was crazy.
Yeah, I remember that.
What about you, Tag?
And I can't say I have any embarrassing moments from high school. Let's see, I once fell on a skateboard too in high school, but nobody laughed. They were just feeling sorry for me. Yeah. But yeah. Oh, I remember there was this one time in Safiga Elanga. I shaved on my eyebrows. Like I don't know why I did that shit, but yeah, my classmates, yeah, they didn't laugh, they didn't even notice until you remember Sabelo.
Yeah, Sabelo.
Yeah, Sabelo, and there was this other guy, a really black guy, but Mlilo. Yeah. So they were in 10-3. So they came in our class. They were like, hey, come and see him. And they came in and they laughed at me, bro.
Because in Kumbulexin go home 2 years already. I'm shocking of his challenge. Yeah. Just the one like when's the I'm like, dude is blind or
that was the most embarrassing one. Because my classmates, they didn't notice anything until Sabelo and Fire came to our class and they laughed at me. They laughed at me. We listen and we don't judge.
Yes. Okay.
Go.
It was the 1st of December. FNB. My friends and I decided to pitch in money and then we'll go buy alcohol and celebrate that I finished matric. Okay. So we went out, we bought a 6-pack of Benin. And then but no put
No.
25.
Yeah.
So same thing. We went out starting a 6-pack of Benin. And then it was the 3 of us. So we divided 2. We drank, and then was that day Shana Marshall to 1818?
Yeah.
No, like there was this. I'm not sure if that was the 1st or the 25th of December, but so we started drinking, and then I came back home. I think Benketi this thing in Conway pronounce Belgravia. Yeah. Then I can and Kumbul favor lime green. So I went to it in my room. I started drinking it like in private, sip. Okay, yeah, this guy's come here in his room and I like, good shot. My friends are going that side and let me go join them. I go out there. I don't have money. When I get there, boom, my friends are alright. Start drinking.
This guy. He's telling you, wrap it out. This stuff is too long.
I mean, where's Katban sitting?
5 o'clock.
Like, where was this guy?
Asleep. And this guy came back home at, was it 3 o'clock or 2 in the morning?
Nigga.
I was drunk as fuck the next morning and I was being this guy with the morning. So in the morning, I didn't sleep. I came back home at 5 o'clock. I started in my room. We did not jump in. And then about 8, I came out. And then my friend came by and started giving me tips on how to get over a hangover and all of that. We went out again. We bought some booze and I drank. For the first time and I was like, this is not so bad. It's not so bad. The second time was the 25th. So it was here. I drank and I drank way too much more than the 1st of December.
Yeah.
This guy comes, ish. This guy just shows up out of nowhere. Okay. All of a sudden I hear a phone call. Hey, put up your phone. Oh shit. And by that side like Ngalima store. Yeah. I was going to pee. And then the phone, yes.
Oh, nigga.
I was really drunk.
Yeah.
And I just come out with this guy. That slapped like I was praying that nobody saw me.
Oh.
I was like, I pray to God none of my friends saw me.
Yeah.
Because I know the next day they were gonna talk about it and your brother came to fetch you in a tavern and slapped you. And he was like holding me like this.
Oh.
And he was like,
The thing is like someday, you remember we went out when I was accompanying you. I came back. I was like, hey, go back to the house. I'm locking the gates. They were like, yeah, we're coming. I came in the house. I went to make some food. I came back. I was like, hey, come back in the house. I guess they didn't listen. And then I went to sleep.
Yeah.
And then my brother woke me up. I think it was like, what time was it?
12 o'clock.
Yeah, it was like 12 midnight. He woke me up. He was like, hey, your sister is nowhere to be found. So I was
still out in the street.
Yeah, I was mad. I was like I'm Tolakot. Yeah, I'm like, hey. So like when I went to Mdlazini, like at first I didn't find her. And then I came back home. We tried her cell. I think she left her phone in her room.
Yeah.
So I went out again. And then when I found her, I was like, hey, when
Yeah.
at midnight when I was things of now. So yeah, I was like, hey, come here. Wait, some.
Yeah.
We listen, we don't judge.
We're not judging. I think we had our fair share. I remember. I don't know if I've ever told you about. It was actually the second time I ever drank alcohol. The first time we were in Limpopo. And yeah, actually my mom gave us the alcohol,
Yeah.
so there was no problem there. But there was this other day, during matric, there was Polite. You remember my cousin Polite? Yeah. So she took me out to get a drink. It was during final exam. Yeah, she took me out to get a drink just to, take the edge off. I came back home. It was around midnight, 1 a.m. 2 a.m. So like by that time, really, like my room wasn't outside. Like I was still sleeping in the main house. So yeah, I got home. When you're drunk, it seems like the keyhole is just not there anymore. So apparently, I don't remember this. Apparently, I was fighting with the door, kicking it because it couldn't open. So, but I remember the slap though. So my mom came, she opened the door, and I was strong. She was like, you drunk? Come here. Steamer! I remember, I would remember that slap till the day I died. Hey, bro, she slapped me, I fell down. She picked me up, she slapped me again. I fell on the sofa. She was like, go to bed. Hey, bro.
You were drunk. You were wasted. Maybe I'm shining cool.
Really?
Cool. Maybe it's
Oh no.
In the morning you'd feel them bruising.
Someday, luckily, my dad wasn't around. He actually went to Maria that weekend. If he didn't go, then I would never go and have a drink when my dad is around. That's why I took an advantage with the, my dad isn't around. But my mom, she bitch slapped me. I never did it again until like years later. Cause bro, that slapped. I was like, nah, I'm never gonna do this again. If I'm doing this, I'm going to your house.
Remember, you kept on doing it. Underground.
Like I never did it and came home. So we would just go to your house and drink. When we're drunk, we go to sleep. I'll come back tomorrow. So. Really, since that day I've never been drunk in front of my mom. I mean, I have been like tipsy, but she never noticed. So yeah.
What about the other day when we were ngap a bookie?
At Gifter's house. I mean, she saw me, but like she didn't see me drunk. She just
saw you eating the forbidden meat.
Yeah, she saw me eating pork. She didn't see me having a drink. She saw me eating pork. But she did nothing. She just said, go to church. Go and confess your sins. But yeah, she never saw me with a drink. Later we did like when we went to church, they told her everything. Hey, your friends, those are not good friends. Those are not good friends. You're drinking, you're eating pork. Don't do that again. But other than that, she never saw me drunk.
Well, listen, we don't judge. How about the first time you brought a girl over?
The first time I brought Maria over? Surprisingly, I wasn't really... Surprisingly, I wasn't really scared or anything. Because I remember I went to fetch her at the station. So when we came by, my mom was coming from Leithof, so she was coming this way and we were coming this way. So when she saw me and Maria, she was like, you know what, let me give them space. So she took the off ramp, she went to the other direction. She thought maybe we were just passing by, but no, I was bringing her over. So when she came back, she found us in the dining room. She just passed on by and went to her room. So I called her, I was like, hey, Mom, do you see who this is? Yeah, she came back. Yeah, they talked and talked. And then she went out. Yeah, it was cool. Like, nobody, maybe she was scared. But yeah,
obviously you.
I remember she was scared because she was glued to the TV screen. She was like, when they asked her a question, she would just reply and turn back to the TV. But
being introduced is another thing.
I mean, like introduced.
Oh.
No, the thing is, like, what made me not so scared was the fact that, like, they knew her already from church. You know?
Yeah, they knew me too.
Well, they knew her from church. That, like, same
Who knew
applies.
you too?
Huh?
Who knew you too?
Shall I say my first boyfriend? So we've been together since childhood, grade 2, obviously. And then we grew up together and we were playing together. My dad knew the guy, liked the guy, but my mom is another thing. So there was this one day I thought maybe I should introduce you to my family officially. Like, okay. I dressed up nice, like a nice mature young lady.
Yeah.
We went there and I sat down. His mom was still in the shower and I was fucking terrified. I was shaking and you saw it. So I was just glued to the TV. Like watching the TV all the time. When his brother started talking to me, I just said, yeah, continue watching the TV. And his mom came out. Terrifying lady. She sat down and started asking me questions. Like, how old are you?
Yeah.
17. Okay, what are you doing? I'm in matric. Oh, matric, okay. So what are you doing with this guy? I love him. Oh, you love him. What do you love?
Now! Now! Bruh!
Do you love your books or do you love him? I said both. Do you have a USB? Do you have a USB or a hat? I didn't know what to say, so I just kept
A USB?
I just kept quiet, and she was like, "Okay. Do you know, like, do you guys use protection?" I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
And she was like, "No, I teach my sons everything." What do you mean everything? Everything. Okay. I was like, "No, we haven't reached that stage yet." I was like, "Okay, if you do, come talk to me and start preventing when." I was like, "I don't do that. I'm not asking you if you're doing it. I'm just saying you should do it." Okay. And then she started asking me about cooking. Can you cook for my son? I'm a vegan, ma'am. Vegan, what is that?
Yeah.
I don't eat meat. So you don't know how to cook meat? No. Oh. Then you'll cook those little salads of yours. We'll eat. We're not, but we're not pigs to eat salads and goats like that. We eat meat in this house, so you're gonna suffer. Okay? I was shaken. So she went out, and then he told me to relax. Relax. Never tell a girl to relax. I almost snapped until she came back and asked me herself. Like, she told me herself, "No, it's cool. I'm not gonna ask you any questions anymore. Just relax." When we came outside, I was like, "What the fuck did she mean? Why, she teaches you guys everything." The little brother was laughing the whole time. The whole time. Especially the USB part. You know the USB?
When have you ever been introduced?
No, I've never been introduced. So, yeah, but I've been invited a few times. But then, like, I'm that guy who's afraid what's gonna happen if, like, I get in contact with the father and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it might happen with the father. He's a major.
Don't bring up that story. Don't even bring up that story.
So like I always imagine like the worst and so that's why like.
Okay, since he brought it up, the major story, there was this one chick I was dating in Nelspruit. So what happened was this one day she was admitted at the hospital, and her parents came to visit her, and I was in the same room. So they came in, they handed her a bag full of clothes. So yeah, I greeted the mother, I shook her hand. When I turned to the father, he just looked at me like this. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
They handed her the bag. She handed it to me to take the clothes and put them in the cupboard. So when I reached in, I was like, what the fuck? There's panties in there.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. I just put everything in there.
Yeah.
And when I got up, the guy's still looking at me like this. And like the entire time, I'm thinking, this guy is a fucking soldier. He's gonna hunt me down and kill me. So yeah, he's just standing there. He's not saying anything. The mom is speaking to me. Talking back and forth. Even Karabo is talking back and forth. Every time I turn and look at this guy is just looking at me. He's not looking at everybody else. Yeah, he's looking at me. I'm fucking terrified. So yeah, we're talking. Now they have to leave. Karabo's sister says, "Oh, you better take care of my sister." The guy turns back and looks at me like this.
He was going to tell me right like, nah,
I like this guy. He says, "By the way, take care of my sister." And when I turn, the guy is looking at me like this. Like, yeah. I'm gonna take care of her. Like, I'm terrified. I'm terrified because the entire time, I'm speaking to him, to the mother. I'm speaking to Karabo, and when I turn back, the guy is still looking at me. I turn away, I come back, the guy is still looking at me, and I'm like, yeah, this guy is gonna kill me. This guy is gonna kill me. They go away. So now I'm yelling at Karabo. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like, there were panties in the bag. Why did you hand that to me? Like, well, so yeah, that was a whole experience, bro.
So like, I want there's this thing, a trend. It's not trending. It's about the soldiers that are in charge.
The one that, yeah. Oh yeah.
It's been trending. And I'm seeing this post with now bafuna masocha like
this recruitment.
So like I'm wondering why bafuna masocha man?
Why all of a sudden? Would you enroll?
Oh man.
Well, okay, let's say it's the whole peacemaking mission in Rwanda is over with. The pay is much better now. The pay is like what, 15 to 20,000. Like the pay is much better, maybe twice that. Would you enroll?
Nah, don't being a soldier.
Fighting every day.
But no, before that though, it was like the paycheck. I'm told.
Yeah, because South Africa never goes to war.
Yeah, and so, but now, like, a whole lot of shit is going on and so. And my isn't to say about Trump and so. So like, you won't die. What if this thing I paid?
One mistake.
Somebody off.
Yeah, because like you saw the story with the Rwandan president. As apparently the president of Rwanda and Ramaphosa were in a phone call, and now the president of Rwanda is twisting everything and saying, nah, that guy he's pretending like he's here in a peacemaking mission, but this guy he's with the Congolese army and things like that, and it's getting kind of hectic.
It looks like it's elevating.
Yeah, it's elevating.
Do you guys think like South Africa will ever go to war?
Like the thing is, these days it's not so easy to just go to war because of all the organizations we belong to, the UN, the what. There's so many countries involved. So like obviously, if South Africa maybe is in conflict with Lesotho, maybe Zimbabwe and Zambia would get in and say, nah, let's not fight. Let's just talk about this. Yeah, that's basically what South Africa is doing now in Congo. They're saying, nah, let's just not fight. It's a peacemaking mission. But enrolling in the army. Nah.
And I heard you were telling me about this thing. I say, you take say China or Google Blauti Konamasoja, like you have.
Oh, in Korea.
It's Korean.
Like everybody has to enroll in the military. Yeah, it's mandatory.
Mm.
Yeah, I think like when you turn 18, yeah, you have to go to the war, to the army. Yeah, and I think for 1 year or 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, guys, we're gonna wrap this up now. I think it's gonna rain outside. There's thunder and stuff like that. So,
Thunderstorm coming in.
yeah.
Yeah. We'll see you guys on the next episode.
Mm.
Peace.